Hey guys, how are you doing? What's going on, lovers? Yes, it's a Monday and I'm trying some new stuff. So I decided to go live. Whoever comes, comes. But what I want to do, I want to review a video. Actually, two. I found two videos and I'm like, yo, this is pretty, I don't know. I got my opinion. I want to hear your opinion. So if you guys want to come and talk about it with me, you can, but I'm going to be reviewing two videos. So there's the link in the description of this video if you guys want to click it and come and tell me your point of view. We can have a discussion, or you don't. You do what you want, but the floor is open. The link is in the description of this video if you want to come and talk about the topic. Wait, I hope you guys were able to hear me because I'm like, okay, the sound, I think you can hear me. I hope. All right. Anyways, so let me see. I want to play this video and you guys are going to tell me what you think. Hey, Lay. Hey. Yes, I'm trying to do a little something new. So we will see. Let's see. All right, let me play the video for you so you guys can see what I am talking about. It's new for me to do this. So
Parents of 52 Houston, independent contractor, three sons, was once married. Does he have to look a certain way?
Definitely interested in African American, and I am short, but I like tall men.
How short are you?
5'1".
How tall you want him to be?
I like 6'3" and up.
You're 5'1" and you want him to be 6'3"?
That's what I'm attracted to.
Is that what you normally date?
Yes.
So what's going on with those men?
Sometimes they're a little intimidated by the amount of money that I make. So that's a concern, or that's been a concern or a barrier there.
Now let's go to the money part. You said men are intimidated by the amount of money you make. Does the guy got to make a certain amount of money?
I believe that you should date within your wage.
Men don't date within their wage.
I think as a woman, and I think it's definitely very different because men are trained to be providers. The majority of them are, especially in my age range. So if I'm making 200,000 and you're making 50,000, that's problematic. So I don't want to be the primary breadwinner.
What is your minimum that you would consider?
The minimum would probably be about 100, and that's half of my salary.
All right. So I don't know. I hope you guys were able to hear. But if you want to come and give me a little bit of your opinion, there is the link. Not like this. That's for the Pineapple Show. But you can hit the link in the description of this video if you guys want to come and talk to me about this. If you want to tell me your opinion on this topic. So I have a lot to say about that. And I see you guys are going crazy already in the comments. But hey, so hopefully you guys can see exactly what the video, because I know you might have missed it, but we're not gonna replay it. I'll replay it maybe later, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think about it. So to start with, I know a lot of you guys are gonna talk about how she looks and all that shit, so we can leave that out of the door. But anyway, so to me, it's like you can have your preference, but then I think she's not being realistic. And because I did some, oh, look at it. People are blessing me already. Thank you. So, because to me, the problem, I'm sorry. I'm doing too many things at the same time. The problem to me is like the stats. So let's just talk about the stats because I did a little bit of research. So number one, the average man in the US is 5'7". The average. She says she wants 6'3" when she is 5'1". So I'm like, why? You don't need that. Just look awkward. Like you're so short and the dude is so tall. That's just awkward. But she's saying, but then, okay, so for the stat, the average man is in the US is 5'7", and only 3.4% of all men are 6'3". So right there, she's only dealing with 3.4% of men. Then number two, the average Black man in the US makes $42,000 a year. She's talking about she's making 200. She wants somebody to make that, or minimum 100,000. So I'm like, right there, it's gonna be hard for you. Then number three, the percentage of Americans who make 200,000, because that's what she wants, is 6%, 6.68%, and only 1.5% are Black men. So adding the height, adding how much they make, and like right there, I'm not saying she's wrong for what she wants, because you can want the world. Hopefully it comes, but I don't know. But it's really rare. What she's looking for is really rare. And then when you think about it, because he's rare, that man. So even when she finds it, is he gonna want her? I don't know. I think men who are in that, they have so many options that it's gonna be like super difficult for them. Not difficult for them to choose, but for them to focus on you, on just you. Are you gonna be picked? I don't think you're gonna be picked at this point. And they're gonna go probably for the people, no shade to her, but they're gonna go for the people who are attractive, friendly, super submissive, you know. So I don't know. I don't know about what she's saying. Also, I feel like what she was saying was that a lot of men, you know, are intimidated by her money. I don't believe that men are intimidated by a woman that makes money. It depends on the type of man, but because I do agree to some extent with her on that, you know. But I feel like if I make so much money, why do I need you to make so much money too? Like, for what? We just want to be rich? Well, it's cool, but I don't feel like it's really needed. And I don't know. Is she being a little delusional? I think she is. But I want to also point out, like, okay, let me touch on the intimidated. I think the only men who are intimidated by women who have money are men who are not sure of themselves and who are not confident. I was dating a guy that didn't have much, and every time I would tell him, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that, and it's just, I was going to pay, like, I don't care. Like, I knew his financial situation. So I was just like, hey, let's go do this. And he would just be like a little uncomfortable. And he expressed to me that, you know, me paying all the time didn't make him feel like he was the man in the relationship. So I can see what she's saying, if that's what's happening. But I have a lot of guy friends who tell me, I do not care how much the girl is making, because if she's just nice, submissive, loyal, takes care of me, gives me pussy, I'm kind of good. Like, men, a lot of time are not requiring the woman to make money. So I don't know what she's encountering, but yes. So what are you guys talking about? Somebody say I'm late. Yeah, you late. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, guys. I was talking. I saw somebody sending me some money. Well, thank you, Kevin Ford. Thank you so much. But yeah, somebody said it's her money. It doesn't count. Well, why it doesn't count? That shit should count. Like, why it doesn't count? And let me see what else. It's not realistic. She greedy and has no passion. Why you say she got no passion? What else, you guys? Men who don't make at least 200K are broke. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's how you feel. I got you. What else you guys saying? Well, thank you. Pretty much. We are simple creature. Exactly. So I know a lot of my guy friends are like, if she's pretty, she gives me pussy, she respects me, she loyal, she takes care of the house or do something around the house, and that's it. And it's peace. I forgot. I'm good. So that's why I was like, I don't know what she's talking about, really. And I think I wanted to make another point. I've been writing point down because also the guys who are intimidated by the money, I say that's the guys who are not confident and stuff, but also those are the men who want to control a woman with the money. That's it. So if we're not dealing with that type of man, I feel like men are actually cool with whatever the women make. It doesn't really care. And also, you know, she's saying she's making 200K a year. We don't know how she spends her money. So maybe not saying she's broke or anything, but we don't know if she's smart with her money, that she has investment, that she has properties, that what does she do with the 200K, or is it at the end of the year, the whole money is gone? We don't even know. But hey, so that's what I wanted to say about her, about that video. And yeah, I just think at the end of the day, you can have your preferences and you can do what you do. But if you don't find nobody, then don't come crying. That's all. Yeah, you can ask for whatever you want. I hope it comes, but it's just going to be difficult. So, okay, let me see. I have somebody here who want to come and talk. I don't know, guys, if you know, but if you want to come and talk and tell me your point of view on this video, you can tell me. You can tell me. You can click the link in the description, and I'll add you. What are you guys saying? If you explain either side, it's always the extreme. That's why we never find common ground. Too bad example or thoughts. Enough about her. Let's see what you're doing. No, that is not what we're doing. Yeah, what is she bringing to the relationship? The point of a real relationship is us, not I. I totally agree. Well, I thought I had somebody. Guys, you don't want to come and tell me your opinion? Click the link in the description so we can talk about it a little bit. Oh my God, you guys are out of control. She's not even attractive. Imagine waking up to that. Oh my God, you guys are out of control. Yeah, everyone makes something different. I don't think it's intimidating or a turnoff if she makes more money. Exactly. I make close to 55K a year, far from broke. I know people who make more than me and can't manage money at all. Exactly. Somebody just asked me for $154 for a restaurant bill. Yep. You know, it's all about what you do and how you handle your money. You guys, we're not here to roast this lady. I was just here to show you what's out here. And it's a lot of women who are like that. They are making money. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It's a lot of modern women with traditional mindset. And I'm like, why do you still have that mindset when now you make money? Like, you know how as women, we want to see the man as the provider and all of that. But I'm like, why do we need to see them as the provider when we actually make money? So, you know, back in the days, women couldn't work and stuff like that. So that's why we needed a provider. That was like, we couldn't survive without them. Now that we can make money, those women still want to make as much money as they want now, which is good. Good for you. Make your money. But then they're still expecting a man to be the provider. I'm like, but why? You don't need a provider no more. So why you need all of that? It's just weird. It's just, I don't know. People want it all. And I'm just talking about women right now because that's the case. But there's a lot of men who have like those non-traditional mindset, but yet they want some of that traditional thing going on. Like, you guys need to make your, I'm a provider, I provide the pipe. Okay, well, I'm sure I hope she's providing pussy too. It should be equal. She's going to stay lonely. You guys, that women look hideous. No, you have very ugly women that have the nerve to act hype. Oh my God. A woman that ugly has no opinion. Are you serious? Like, she can't have an opinion. She can want what she wants. She can want what she wants. Who are we to tell her she can want what she wants? Yes, want what you want. Hopefully you find it. And if you don't, you should be okay with it. All right. 21% of men in America make 100,000. It's not that hard to make 100K. Well, but when you start adding what she wants, like the height, black, the age, the no kids. I mean, she didn't say all of that, but hey, that's part of the thing. Once you start adding up, the 20% gets really lower and lower. Her ass is whack. First, who say how much I make? What? How half a week get to stop? You guys are out of control. All right, let's watch the video one more time. If you guys she can have an opinion. It's an ugly opinion. Okay, I hear you. I don't care about money. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna just replay real quick.
Cousins 52, Houston, independent contractor, three sons, was once married. Does he have to look a certain way?
Definitely interested in African American, and I am short, but I like tall men.
How short are you?
5'1".
How tall you want him to be?
I like 6'3" and up.
You're 5'1" and you want him to be 6'3"?
That's what I'm attracted to.
Is that what you normally date?
Yes.
So what's going on with those men?
Sometimes they're a little intimidated by the amount of money that I make. So that's a concern, or that's been a concern or a barrier there.
Now let's go to the money part. You said men are intimidated by the amount of money you make. Does the guy got to make a certain amount of money?
I believe that you should date within your wage.
Men don't date within their wage.
I think as a woman, and I think it's definitely very different because men are trained to be providers. The majority of them are, especially in my age range. So if I'm making 200,000 and you're making 50,000, that's problematic. So I don't want to be the primary breadwinner.
What is your minimum that you would consider?
The minimum would probably be about 100, and that's half of my salary.
All right. Well, you guys, you heard it. Let me see. I have some people who want to give me their opinion. Hello. No? You don't want to talk? Never mind.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Mel? Alright, so yo, this is crazy. Like, okay, I'm honestly say this. Okay, like for me, like I get money is substantial and all, and you need it to survive and like do things, but money isn't always everything. Like for me, I'm more of a sort of kind of person. Like I don't care if you make money or make more than me, but as long as we can come together and actually make it balanced, it's like make it 50-50, then I'm okay with it. But what she's talking about, wanting a man that's 6'3" and she's 5'1" and makes 200K, and she wants him to make a minimum of 100, which is half of her pay. What is half of her pay? Come on. Even you said the percentage is very small. Like the average man is 5'7" and makes about 42,000 a year. 42,000 a year. Like, come on now. Like we're not all born with a silver spoon in our mouth. Like if we did, then we all would be rich. Like money wouldn't be like a substantial thing. It would kind of like be thrown out the motherfucking window. But honestly, someone say there's no 50-50, bro. Okay, maybe okay, sometimes that can be true, but if you're willing to make to go half and half, like if okay, see, like I know we talk about this a lot, you bring this up too, like if someone was in a relationship and they end up living together, like would you want the man to pay all the bills, or would you want to go like half? Or even like men taking women on dates, like do you expect them to pay, or like do you like go half and half? See, Melly talks about this a lot, and I actually agree, and I'm not disagreeing to agree, but it really do make sense. Like for me, I may have a little bit of financial problems, but I still make enough to make sure I'm taking care of myself and also taking care of my responsibilities and taking care of my bills. So I wouldn't mind going half and half, but it would have to be talked about between me and that person. It would have to be talked about between me and that person to decide if we want to go half and half, especially like with bills and shit. I don't mind doing that, and that's my point of view. But what she's talking about is crazy. It's like she's asking for like way too much. I'm not saying we can't tell her what she wants or what she wants to do, but that's not realistic. That's really not realistic if you're really looking at it logically.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully she finds what she's looking for, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on later tonight when you do the Pineapple Show, and I watched the Q&A with you in Taekwondo. That was pretty cool.
Thank you. All right. Well, I'll see you tonight then.
All right, see you tonight.
Later.
Later.
All right, there's more people who want to talk about the topic. What would you guys do? What do you think? Is she being crazy for wanting a man that is 6'3"? She says 6'3" or 6'2"? I forgot. 6'3". He needs to make kind of like 200K, but she'll settle for 100K because she feels like men are intimidated by the type of money she's making, and she wants a black man. What you guys be thinking? Hello.
Yo, what's up, man? You all right?
What's up? I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. Everything good, man. Just over here in England, you know what I'm trying to say? It's taking every day as it comes, you get me?
Okay, I like that. So did you see the video?
I've seen the video. I think that it comes to the same factors, like 200K, like that. She sounds like somebody that has just heard this sort of theory of her auntie or some shit like that, you know, somebody at church. And she's come up with this theory that men should be having this high salary. So this obviously, I don't know what, like completes a woman. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And these kind of theories are ridiculous. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because you not only have you got this like expectation from women, oh, he needs to be earning 200K, 400K, but a lot of these women are not loyal.
What if she's loyal? She's making that money. She wants you to make as much, and she's loyal herself.
But this is the same thing. It's like the factual just development of most marriages now, because you got loads of philosophies that come with this. I mean, she's not wrong for wanting someone to have 200K or be 6'3". Yeah, that's something that she would delight in. But come on, man, like what's money got to do with a relationship?
Hey, I like how you see it. But you know, women want to be taken out and go have fun, and that requires money. But in her case, I feel like she get the money, so it's like, why do you need the man to have as much?
I don't even think you can earn. I don't even think you can earn 200K.
Yes, you can.
I think that salary is a delusion.
Hey, that sounds really good. That sounds like a really good salary. And she says she's getting
I don't know, because sometimes you can say things and get yourself in trouble. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But is she right saying she wants a 6'3" man? Yeah, she's right. Is she right in saying that she wants a man with money? I don't know about 200K, but she wants a man with money. Yeah, of course you need a man with money, because if you try to have any form of relationship, you broke. It's not going to work. Yeah, I mean, so many layers to this stuff.
So you would feel comfortable dating a girl that makes 200K, and let's say you make 50, you'll feel comfortable dating her?
I won't feel uncomfortable because 50 is a realistic salary. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
So how would you feel with her? Would you feel comfortable dating a woman that makes 200K?
I wouldn't feel uncomfortable with anybody that makes that kind of money. But, you know, it's this same thing, you know, like how I could only answer this if I was in a relationship, but there's so many, if somebody's going to providently.
Let's say you meet somebody and she makes a lot more money than you. Are you okay with
I would not have a problem with that.
Okay. Okay, well, that's good then.
I'm not lying.
I feel like some men can handle and some might have a little issue with it.
I would not have a problem with somebody that made 200K to my 50K.
Okay.
But yeah, but anyway, you Pineapple Show tonight.
Wait, would you expect her to pay for everything?
No, I generally always believe that a man should always pay anyway, period.
Okay.
I mean,
but you know her making that type of money, she's gonna ask you for some crazy dates, crazy traveling. She says she enjoys traveling. So how you gonna?
But see, my expectations is to make serious money anyway, so I might be on that kind of salary.
Okay.
All right. Well, you doing the Pineapple Show tonight?
What you say?
Are you doing the Pineapple Show tonight?
Yes, it's on tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
I might pop around. I might be there.
Tonight, then.
All right, take care, my G.
Thank you. You
Bless,
too.
bless.
All right. Well, he said he would be okay. I don't know. Would you guys be okay? Because I've met some guys that were not okay with that. Let's see. I have All Gains. Hello.
Hello there.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hi. Are you guys a podcast?
We
do
are.
our own,
As a matter of fact, we are. Even
Yeah,
though you can't really see my
what's
face.
the guy's name?
Yeah.
All Gains.
All
Hello
Gains Mindset.
there. All
yeah.
Gains Mindset, the YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where are you guys located?
In New Jersey.
New Jersey. Awesome. It's just the two of you, or there is more?
It's mostly just us. We do have a couple other guys that come on every so often, but
yeah, we're
usually
up and
we're the
coming.
main two.
Okay. Awesome. So did you guys see the video?
Yes, we actually just had seen it.
That's the
Okay.
woman's
What
basically
you
asking-
guys thinking about it?
You want to go first?
That's the woman's basically saying that she doesn't like dating guys who make less than her, right?
Yeah, and she's 5'1" and she wants somebody that's 6'3".
I mean, I think everybody got their own preferences, you know. Like I got my own standards as well. Like I wouldn't really go for like a woman that's like obese, right? So I guess we all have our own kind of standards, and that's cool. Let her find a 200K. What is it? 200K a year, 6 foot tall,
Mm-hmm.
6'6" whatever you want. Yeah, go for it. I hope you find them. By the way she was looking, I don't know if she's gonna find it if she's talking on the internet like that. But if that's what she wants, I mean that's her problem. I already got what I'm looking for over here in Jersey, so I'm good. So I don't get offended with what people on the internet say. I think we just gotta let people crash and burn if they want, or if they she crazy exactly. So if she wanna let them do whatever they want. I'm gonna do what I want over here, and I'm gonna live my life. So
Yeah.
I think everyone should have their own individual path, but maybe she might want to lower her expectations, because I think life is gonna bring you very unexpected circumstances, and she might not things might not go the way she thinks it will. I think she's just maybe she just got dumped or something recently. She's taking her anger out on the internet. Maybe she feeling some type of way, and so she going on that platform, and that's her way of expressing some things that she going through, which is okay. Let them vent.
Because on the show that she was on, it's a lady that she brings somebody who is single, and then you tell what you want, what you're looking for. So that's why she was just saying what she's looking for.
Oh, I'd like to know how many DMs she got after that podcast. I bet it wasn't that many, was it?
I don't
I bet it. Well, I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
So would you date somebody that is making way more money than you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, as long as she makes great coffee, yeah, we're good to go. I'm good.
So you don't feel bad. It doesn't take some of your manhood away.
I mean, I am my manhood. I mean, as long as I got me and my mind, I'm good to go. I mean, I do what I like to do in my life. I got my YouTube channel. I'm building my own empire. If you're a lawyer, or I don't know, whoever makes a doctor, a surgeon, and you doing your thing, yeah, if it makes you happy. I mean, who am I to take away from that? Once again, it's all about the great coffee. As long as you are into me and I'm into you and the chemistry is good, I mean, hey, do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do me, regardless of how much you make. And whatever you want to do, you do you. As long as the chemistry's on point, as long as if everything's going the way I want.
Yeah, as long as everything's good.
What do you think, Mike? What do you think?
Yeah, as long as everything is good. If she desires you, right? And we're talking about if let's say I'm dating someone who is making 200K and I'm making, let's say, 75. Let's just use that as a thing. If that's the case, as long as she still desires me and respects me, and I'm still doing the things that I want to do, I won't be disrupted by the fact that she makes more than me. It doesn't really matter, because if I'm working on what I'm working on, I could probably get there higher. I probably get higher than that if I really want to, or equal. But as long as I'm still on my mindset and she still respects me and does the things that she wants to do, as well as respects the things that I want to do, and the things that I ask of her to do, and I do the things that she asks of me. If there's a mutual connection, but I'm still the way that I want to be, my mind is on point, my work ethic is on point, there's no problem.
Yeah.
Like if I'm dating a girl that makes 200K right now, I'll be like, listen, it's cool. In a few years, when my shit blows up, my empire goes, hey, listen, I'm gonna join you up in that level. But for now, let's go out to dinner time. Let's go TGI Fridays. I want you to wear black, and then like a little black dress. We're gonna get a burger with no bun, some broccoli on the side. We're gonna have a good night, regardless. It doesn't matter. So for me, it's all good. Let everybody have their preference.
But wait, let's say she wants to go on like crazy dates, and most likely she's gonna have to pay for them because you cannot afford them or not afford them all.
Like, yeah, cool.
Are you still feeling okay?
Yeah, like, oh, this one's on you. You got this, right? And I'm gonna have fun with it. You know, 'cause if she really into me, she's gonna have no problem doing that anyway. She's just gonna be happy that I'm coming along. Would you
Mhm.
date a guy who makes less than you, Melly?
Yes, I have, and I will. Like, I
Cool.
don't feel like that's the main focus for me.
All right, cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
you see, you get it. All right, so no problem here. No, we good.
I'm just like, why you need to make so much money? Like, what else you're doing that requires him to come and make the exact same amount that you're
Well, you
making?
know, I mean, Bill Gates is a millionaire, billionaire, whatever, and he's divorced, right? So obviously, money doesn't. I mean, Jeff Bezos, same thing. Like all these motherfuckers, they don't got their mind right, and that's why a lot of them you know,
Mhm.
they suffer. You know, I mean, yeah, exactly. Love got nothing to do with money. It's about you. You know, if a woman's marrying you or things for money, then obviously she's not into you, and you got to get rid of that anyway. But you can tell by a person's behavior and their actions whether they're into you from the money or you. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I don't want a man unless he pays unless he takes me out to dinner. It's like, what if you don't like me, then you should have no problem with getting coffee on the first date, or you know, if we're in Jersey, so we're by the water, so we want to go by the water, get to know each other a little bit. You know, just get to know each other a little bit. It shouldn't be a problem, right? It's about me and you know who I am, not about what I have. At least it shouldn't be that way, but you know, we live in the world that it is what
In
it is.
America, I mean, it's not just America at this point, but in
Well,
America,
yeah, everything seems to be
very
spinning, but,
high.
you know, it's all about who you are, not about what you have. You know, it's about what kind of value you are compared to the things you have. Because let's face it, a lot of people, they get into relationships based on what the other person has, not based on who they are. And unfortunately, that is it's a thing that happens. And you know,
Yeah.
that you got to screen those kind of people out. That's all. You got to have the social intelligence to be able to say, do I want to deal with this person? Is this person's behavior someone I can see myself in the future with? If not, oh well, it's all good.
Nice. Yeah.
You know, let the woman go through her journey, and I'm gonna go through mine, and it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, money's just a plus. You know, you got to encourage each other to build more money, and then have a healthy relationship that way. Just you know, if you're gonna be together, you know, you're in the journey together, right? Compliment each other.
For sure. They say you're obsessed with the coffee.
Oh, you have no clue. You have no idea.
Why do you think I'm, you know, alive right now? That's how
All
I
right,
make.
guys. Well, I appreciate you for joining, and I'll check out your podcast.
Alrighty. Thank
All
you.
right.
We appreciate you.
You have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. They were cool. I like them. All the way from Jersey. Let me see who else we got. We got Igno. Igno, hello.
Yo, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm cool. I'm glad you're doing this. Something different from the pineapple show. I don't like your pineapple show. I'd be nervous and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So did you see
No, that's cool. I saw a little bit of it. Near the end when she was yelling and stuff.
She was yelling? Okay, so
No, like talking loud. That's it.
she's just saying she's 5'1". She want a man that is 6'3", and he needs to make about what she makes, 200,000 K a year. And that's what she's looking for. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's really cultural. It's of course I said he's quiet. Yeah, no, it's really cultural to be honest. Like, okay, money is like a vehicle to do things, right?
Mhm.
Things cost, right? So we need money. The barter system didn't really work, so you know, whatever. So it really depends. If you live in the city and you're constantly paying rent and stuff like that, then if you have the mindset that yeah, I need large influxes of cash consistently to survive, then I guess the way women pick men, they'll have those standards. But let's say you live in a small country somewhere, right? You can go build a house, you're not really paying rent, you know, type shit and everything like that. Your criteria for love will be different. You know what I mean? When it comes to love, by my perspective, you kind of have to marry the real world and the fantasy world, right? Because like we have, oh, I want them to be nice to me. I want them to care about my feelings. I want them to take time to, you know, listen to me and hold me when I'm sad and, you know, shit like that. And then there's the real world stuff of, well, the rent has to be paid. It costs this much every month. I'm struggling to make it, you know, all that. So it's really about balance. You just kind of find your balance. Everybody has their own like color spectrum, I guess. You know, we all give off an energy. So everybody has their own color spectrum. This woman might not be intelligent, right? Not to judge her, right? She might want love, but she might not be intelligent. So the way she thinks and feels about love may not be rich and detailed enough for her to find what she's looking for. Anything's possible. Like my dad tells me all the time, like, son, listen, there's dudes out there that have no money and they have like 3 or 4 bitches. Like it's anything's possible. Like you really don't have to worry about it. It's really the energy, the connection, and how well you guys can deal with the real world shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So she just might not be ready for whatever.
Well, we'll wish her good luck.
Yup.
All right.
That's
well,
it though.
thank you so much, Igno.
Yo.
I'll
Bye.
talk to you soon. Bye. All right, let's see. A lot of you guys want to talk. I'm excited. You know, I came on here, didn't tell nobody. I was like, I'm going live. Whoever is here. But it's a lot of you trying to give me your opinion. Hello, Q.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, Melly?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well, very well. Yeah, I really like this format. I really like this.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying something new, you know, trying to see what works, what people want to see.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so did you see the video?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay,
I mean,
what do you think?
so this is my take on it. When somebody earns that much, they're probably going to have like an increase in ego. So I feel like she's looking at it from the stance of a man. Like once men make that type of money, they kind of get to pick. They get to pick the woman of their liking. So she think it goes the other way around.
Mhm.
She feels like, so since she's a high earner, she thinks she can kind of get, whatever man she wants, but it doesn't work like that. And, men go for looks. So not trying to be mean or disrespectful, but based on what I saw, she seemed kind of older, maybe 40-ish.
Mhm.
And she wasn't what I would consider very attractive. So this is my question. Like, if she's watching, this is what I would want to ask her. Of all the men ever in life that have ever made $100,000 or more, which one of them were with a woman that was similar to her? Not trying to be rude at all, but it's just the facts, because men are visual. Men are attracted to youth and beauty, just like she's attracted to power, money, and height. Apparently, that's what men like. Men like the youth and beauty and femininity. So she can have the standards that she wants. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that by any means, but it's just, let's be realistic here. Like, how much leverage do you have in that regard? Because she looked like she may have been, slightly on the, rounder side. So, I mean, do you really think that? I'm sorry.
So tell me, let's say she was more of the look that you like. So she was to your likeness physically, younger, and having those expectations. Does it make it okay or like more acceptable?
I mean,
Let's say she's like 27, beautiful, makes $200K, and want a man that's 6'3". Is that she can?
I don't want to say something's wrong with it. Like, I'm not saying it's wrong that she likes that. All I'm saying is, let's be realistic here, because if it's a guy that works, part-time at McDonald's, but he wants, the baddest woman as possible, and he's out of shape, and he lives with his mom, he can want, that 10 out of 10 woman. But let's be realistic. Like, is he going to get her? Let's be real. I'm not saying it's bad for him to want her, but let's be realistic. And on her, it looks like she doesn't have age on her side. It looks like she doesn't have the aesthetics on her side. She can want what she wants. I mean, nothing is wrong with that, but maybe you should be realistic. And it's just I don't want her to be in denial to the point where she's, farther down the line, like maybe 60, 70, wondering what happened. And it's because you were just too picky. Like, you make a lot of money. It's admirable that you make that much money. It's very admirable, but that doesn't turn men on. That's point blank what it is.
Yeah. So would you be comfortable to date a woman who makes more money than you?
Oh, for sure. But see, I mean, it goes like this, because having that much money is like a superpower, and everybody can't handle that power well. Like, any woman I'm with in general, like, I would want her to have a certain level of like humility and just have like a humble personality. So she could be a millionaire, but I want her to act a certain way. Just like me, I feel like if I was like a millionaire, multi-millionaire, I would still want to act a certain way. I still would be a humble person, gracious person. So it really just depends on what type of person it is. So you can find a woman that's making 30,000 and has a horrible personality. You know, and she may turn her nose up at people. But you know, that's just the fact of the matter. I mean, I don't mind if she makes more, but as long as you treat me with respect and treat me like I would want to be treated. But I do think, just being real, I do think like if a woman makes more than a man in a lot of situations, it could be like a source of tension.
I've been in those before, and so far it hasn't been successful. Like they always feel like, oh, it's okay, and then when the money comes up or whatever, it becomes a problem.
Yeah. It's just based on like our societal expectations. Like it's just what it is. I mean, I'm not saying it can work. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of women that out earn their man. It's just it can be sticky if you don't have like your mind in the right place.
For sure.
But yeah, that's all I want to chime in and say. So yeah, keep doing this. I really like this format.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate you for coming.
All right, for sure. See you later.
Yeah. Okay. I'm getting some good feedbacks from this show. I like it. I hope everybody who comes on, you have seen the video, because some people have been waiting. Hi, Kevin.
Hello. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Everything's wonderful. I'm gonna tell you, I did not see the video, so will it still? I was trying to look for it. Will it still be okay for me to comment?
I'm gonna play it. Did you see it at all?
No, because I know what you were saying. She was 6'1". She made 200,000. She wanted someone to make at least half. But no, I didn't see it, and I did want to see it. But I heard you do a recap of it.
I can play it right now. Let's see.
Cousins 52 Houston, independent contractor, three sons, was once married. Does he have to look a certain way?
Definitely interested in African American, and I am short, but I like tall men.
How short are you?
5'1".
How tall you want him to be?
I like 6'3" and up.
You're 5'1" and you want him to be 6'3"?
That's what I'm attracted to.
Is that what you normally date?
Yes.
So what's going on with those men?
Sometimes they're a little intimidated by the amount of money that I make. So that's a concern, or that's been a concern or a barrier there.
Now let's go to the money part. You said men are intimidated by the amount of money you make. Does the guy got to make a certain amount of money?
I believe that you should date within your wage.
Men don't date within their wage.
I think as a woman, and I think it's definitely very different, because men are trained to be providers. The majority of them are, especially in my age range. So if I'm making 200,000 and you're making 50,000, that's problematic. So I don't want to be the primary breadwinner.
What is your minimum that you would consider?
The minimum would probably be about 100, and that's half of my salary.
All right. So what you get?
I'll tell you. Well, first of all,
I didn't even get that until now. She got 3 kids.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
Okay. Before I give you my comment, I want to tell you, I think you're doing some great work with your social media. I mean, I follow you. You are very engaging. You're just phenomenal, in my opinion. I want to spend too much time saying that because I'm sure you hear it all the time. But truthfully, you are really, really great at this. And I pray that you will continue to be successful.
Thank you.
But anyway, I am not at all intimidated by a woman making more money than me. Not at all, because I'm very, very confident in who I am. And first of all, date in your age. I mean, would you say in your wage group? That to me, that's preposterous. I mean, I definitely cannot say money is overrated, because it's not. But it's all about the vibe, the energy, and the chemistry. And more important than that, just as much is the communication. And just I want to add a little sidebar. I know, I do want to say it. I noticed that a lot of successful women, it's funny you brought this topic up too. I noticed a lot of successful women are single. I'm just saying the ones I come across. Now, my thing is this. If you can't stay in a relationship, I always kind of look at what that common denominator is. sometimes we have to take a collective look at ourselves instead of deflecting all the time. We need to reflect. I mean, that's a great tactic that people always do, so they really won't have to look at themselves and realize that they could be the problem. But hey, look, if she wants 6'3", 100,000, obviously she has brought something to the table, and she should deserve to have what she wants. There's nothing wrong with that. But just in a synopsis, I know I have no problem with it. It's all like I said about the energy, the vibe, and the communication. And once you have that, you should be able to make it.
Yeah. It's just, I do feel like her expectations are kind of high, or her preference, but it's her preference. So
if that's what she wants,
she can find it. Yeah.
I wish her all the best. What's the guy that I can't even think of his name? He passed away. Kevin
Samuels.
Yes. I mean, what is I mean, but at least I can say this about her though. She does bring something to the table to want that type of man. She does.
I mean, that type of man, I don't think they're really looking for money in a woman.
No, yeah, I agree. I agree. Let her go for what she wants, and then hopefully she'll find happiness. I wish her nothing but the best. But me, myself personally, I got no problem because I feel good about who Kevin is.
Okay. Hey, that's what matters.
All the best to you. You are wonderful. I wish you nothing but the best. God bless.
Thank you. You too.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, I like Kevin's point of view. Let's see. I got good views. Good views. Hello.
What's up, Melly?
Nothing much. How are you?
Having a fantastic day. I'm trying to figure out where's Shorty at. That's 5'1". I'm trying to holla out. She look good.
Hey, I can find her for you probably. I'm gonna put a wanted sign on my IG. We can find her for you.
You ain't seen her side part? That shit was fire. I'm trying to holla. She look good. Me and her gonna go real far. No funny shit. We gonna go real far.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to find her. So you enjoy that she makes more money? What do you enjoy about her?
She just looked good. She
looks good.
Looking fire. She looked like a nice little round bubble. I like that. Like that shit look good. And she 5'1", so I could pick her up and I could do everything I need to do her. So
what about the money part? She makes enough money for you?
I make more money than that. I ain't worried about that.
Oh, okay. Oh, so see,
she
might want you.
I'm looking at her. I'm looking at the future. She said she 5'1". We could probably make a good point guard. You feel me? Like real shit. Like real shit. I like what she had going on. She was fire. You need to put her on the Pineapple Show next week. Word.
Okay. Well, she's not really the type of woman I have. She's older than the type of women I bring.
Yeah. I need that matureness. That matureness is good.
You need that.
That's going to elevate my thinking. I need that.
Okay. Well, I'm a look for her, and I'll send it. I'll send her your way.
Please do that. How you feeling though? You having a good day today?
Yeah, I'm having a great day.
I see the nice natural light on your skin and all that.
Thank you.
You put on coconut butter today, or what you use?
No, just regular lotion.
Lotion. I'm gonna definitely see you later tonight for the Pineapple Show.
Awesome.
You're gonna have to find Shorty because that could be my future wife. Like I said, we could.
I got you. I'm gonna find her.
All right, I'm gonna talk to you later, Melly.
Later. Good views with the jokes. I'm gonna find her, and then you better date her. Daryl, super sad. Why are you super sad, Daryl? Are you here?
That's my name.
Hi, how are you?
Hold on. Yeah, do you hear me?
I hear you.
I do. Right.
Yeah, what would you like to say about the video?
Yeah, but if she like what I see that she like what she wanted, but the thing is, when you set your standard now if you don't meet somebody, you set your standard too. Because if you're looking for somebody to be your other half now, that you want to be your other half. Now, you like me now. Say somebody I working for a 10,000. Somebody working for a 50,000. I won't let that bug me because the both of us doing whatever we're doing, whatever she doing, I doing my thing, she doing she thing, right? So like that. Like I said, when one of the comments I see somebody say something that you read from the TV, the movie called Shrek. They say when the princess was before she was when she was a princess before she married Shrek, she turned when she got onto the yoga.
Mhm.
That's when I responded. No matter what way she was before, she still find who she was looking for. In the
Mhm.
in the first movie, she didn't really like him at the beginning because she wanted to marry the short king man. However, I can't remember his name, right?
Mhm.
So again, I'm saying again, everybody have their choices, eh? But sometimes your choices don't work out for you, you know.
Mhm.
When you set a standard that high, sometimes you meet somebody, you nearly have everything in life, but just their money different from yours. You shouldn't let that be a problem because when you check it and when you did come, everybody was somebody, you know, to be. Loneliness never really good, you know.
Mhm.
So I like your show. I've been watching your show for a while now. Your pineapple show.
Oh, thank you, Daryl.
It'll be enjoyable. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, I could tell. I could tell. I was like,
I'm a
yo,
flagging.
I'm really trying. I understood maybe 70%. And I was like, I think I know what he's saying.
The accent.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Daryl. Come to the
Yeah,
pineapple show tonight.
sure, no problem. Thanks
All
for the opinion
right. Bye bye.
and thanks
Thank
for
you.
the opportunity. Thanks.
What did you say?
Thanks for the opportunity to come for coming on your show. Thanks for that.
Yes. All right. I'll see you later. Yo, Daryl with the accent. I was like, yo, it's difficult. I tried. I got most of it. Let's see. Who is Steve? Steve, you're here. Oh, wait, I picked somebody else. Sorry. D Twist.
What's up?
What's up? Did you see the video?
Yeah, that video low key pissed me off. I ain't even gonna lie.
It
You
pisses
know,
you off? Why?
nah, I'm not extremely. That's an expression. But like, for one, no matter who you are in this world, numbers only go so far. Numbers only good for obtaining things, stats, information. It's all that shit. Money's really temporary. It comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to decide to want only a certain person with a certain amount of money, and I like the fact that you came with the I'm gonna say the differentiation, if that's the right word. When you was like the average person or man work makes like 40,000 a
Mm-hmm.
year or
Yeah.
whatnot, and then the height. I never knew all them stats. So that was good information. I never knew that.
Yeah.
So, but like what bro said earlier, the dudes who make that much money won't even want that type of woman or how she looks and whatnot. You could like, and I do understand that you want what you want, but wants are just desires, and desires are temporary. So whatever you choose to do, and sometimes your desires ain't even what you truly may need. But like anybody says, it's your world. You can do what you want, literally.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, money is not going to show you the person's personality true who they are in the core. Money is not going to define how cool they are, how funny they are, or how ignorant they are. Anybody can make money. It. You go to the store, you see special needs making money. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can make money out here. But
Mm-hmm.
no, I personally I would not be intimidated by no woman who make more money than me. First of all, the whole goal in living is to get money and make sure yourself is stable. Make sure yourself is financially stable. Make sure yourself, you able to provide for what you want because you can't over here begging. Can't
Mm-hmm.
over here be begging. You gotta get your shit together, especially if you want a family, if you want to live somewhere. If you want nice things, you gonna want money. You gonna want money.
For
But
sure.
a man, a nice man, whatever, how the heck your dream man is, your dream person is, woman, whatever you pick, money's only gonna go so far. Just like looks only go so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about what's in the head and what's in the heart. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, she don't need to be putting them standards that high. I mean, I'm pretty sure that, but
Hey, she wants what she wants.
Is she gonna get it? Is the question.
I hope she does. I hope she does. Wait, Roland talking about it's not what you make, it's how much you keep, reinvest, and passively scale to your 6 or 7 figures. Yeah, I was saying that earlier. She might be making 200K, and at the end of the year, there is nothing. So,
yeah. Like I said, temporary. That's what I said. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's my point of view. I ain't got too much. I mean, I probably said a mouthful, but I just want to put my 2 cents, $3.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate you and your opinion.
For sure.
Thank you. All right, we'll do a couple more people. I didn't think it would be so many people joining. Ooh, one of my boys here. Or too many, actually. Too many of my boys are here. Okay.
Hey, you got to pick your main boo.
Shut up. Did you see the video?
I did. I was just.
What you got to say about the video?
I don't meet her requirements, so that's unfortunate for me.
What did you say?
I said I don't meet her requirements, so that's quite unfortunate for me.
So if you met her requirements, you would go for it?
Nah, not at all.
No?
But I do got something to say about it. I do got something to say about it because a lot of times, especially like in your show and shit, I'll be in the chat, whatever, and a lot of people talk about Kevin Samuels. And I think there was a lot of value in his show and what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish that more women in the space, maybe like yourself and also Kendra, will keep it more real with a lot of these women. And sometimes I feel like you be creeping in there, but you still be playing it safe.
I mean, I'm not here to crush people's. I know Kevin, I mean, I agree with a bunch of what Kevin was saying, but it's just sometimes the delivery is a little harsh. And I know some people need to hear it that way, but sometimes I don't feel like I'm the person to come at you and tell you what you need to hear. It's like, I don't know you. I'm like, my friends, I come at them harsh, but people I don't really know, I'm like, well, you can stay delusional and it's your world. Like, I don't really care,
But I know you don't care, but still you have an opinion and still, you're part, I guess, I wouldn't say like the change agency, but a lot of people like listen to your show, Kendra G as well. And I feel like people like y'all, and this is like a woman to woman thing. I feel like women got to keep it more real with women because what KS did was cool and all, but I feel like there was a lot of resentment behind it. And now a lot of dudes feel like they got to pull a Kev Samuels and they got to be all like, combative and like, get at the woman and stuff. And we see that a lot. And I think that's really unhealthy. Like, I think dudes should go at dudes like that. And like you said, like I go at my friends like that.
Yeah.
I talk about everything and I'm not like all nice and politically correct and caring about their feelings. Like I tell them straight up, like what the deal is. And I think that that's the same thing. Like you, Kendra G, and whoever else is in the space, y'all should be talking at women like in that fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been in the Kendra G show actually. I popped in there once, and I got a lot of.
You got some girls from the show?
Not that I met in real life, but I was humbled by the responses. I'll just say that.
Wow.
But it was like very delusional. It was like women in like Jamaica and Trinidad with like 2 kids, 3 kids, and I'm like,
I'm single, no kids, 30. No, I don't want a woman with kids. I hear that.
Right. So that's part of it. Like, I don't know who or what or where these women believe that have like a real chance with like a 6'4". What if she wants 200K type dude? Because when it comes to that, especially if he has other qualities, he's gonna have his pick of the litter.
For sure.
So why would he choose
you? I know. Yeah, I mean, I just did the stats and I was like, okay, she wants the height, she wants the money, she wants him to be black. I'm like, right there, you're done. It's like 1%.
Yeah.
Like it's done.
That's less than 1%. That's less than 1%.
It's
I don't fit the requirement. She would have to settle for me. I'm not gonna cap. I don't make 200. I'm just making 6 figures. Like, she would have to settle for me. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I had to compete with the other dudes who
I mean,
are
she said
fighting
she's
for her.
okay with the 100,000.
Oh, she be okay with me? All right. All right,
Yes,
bet.
okay.
Swing her information. Swing her info.
I'm gonna find her for you. All right.
Just want to chime in with that.
All right. Well, thank you for coming.
I see you.
All right. Later. Yeah. So you see, there's a lot of men who want to go for this lady. Let me see. I got Tyrant Bain, TDOA. Hello. Your mic is off.
Yo, what's up, Melly?
Nothing much. What's up?
I got a couple questions for you.
Yes. Did you watch the video?
I did watch the video.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you seen The Last Dragon?
I don't think so. Or I don't remember.
Bruce Leroy?
Yes.
Show enough?
No.
Who's the master?
No.
Glow. You know,
Well, maybe a long time ago, so I can't. If you're gonna tell me a part of the movie, I'm not gonna remember.
I'm just trying to age you. That's all. Because you won't tell people your age. I'm just trying to figure out which deck. That's
Okay. Well, I like old movies. I like a lot of old movies. So I wasn't born for a lot of them, but they're still awesome right now. So
what about Thriller? You see that when that came out?
no.
No? Okay.
No.
I'm not gonna do that no more.
Okay.
I'm gonna let your age be mysterious.
Yes.
Okay. So I saw the video and no, shit, it's not gonna happen, right? Not for the type of guy she wants.
Okay.
Right? Because, and it's not because we're intimidated. It's not because we're intimidated by the money. It's because of the attitude that type of money typically brings to the woman, right?
Okay.
Where she thinks she's above it, like very pretentious, uses a certain type of vocabulary that make men like, I don't want to deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are both working and he's making 250, she's making 250, her money is not going to help. It's going to hinder her depending on how her attitude is with that money. So if she's very combative and she's bringing her work home, her work attitude home, because she has to compete for that, right? She has Black women making that much money, they're really competing for that. And, they tend to kind of carry it with them, right? Like, I'm gonna go home with this mess. They don't know how to let it go. Men, on the other hand, if we're making 6 figures or more, we're competing with other men. We're competing with way more people than women are. And at the end of the day, we don't want to deal with that shit when we come home. We want to come home. We want, for lack of a better term, we want to come home to a nurturing, soft woman that's going to, rub my shoulders and, ask how my day was and actually, I got you some food, even if she's working, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what we want. If a woman is even working, she might be making average money, right? Maybe $50,000, $40,000 a year. She's not going to have that attitude like, oh, I'm this and I'm that, right? She's going to be much easier to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say, even in terms with you, you seem like a very giving lover, right? You seem like a very giving lover. Once they have you, they got to get you.
What did you say?
Once they get you. Once they get you, though, right? Once they get you in that space.
I'm always loving.
You're always loving, but I can see that sometimes you can be a little assertive, right?
A little what?
Assertive. Wait.
Yes, I mean, I'm still gonna say what I need,
Right?
or what I want. Yeah.
Of course. And so, depending on how you carry yourself, that might intimidate a man. And on top of that, you're tall. You're like 6 foot tall. You're very beautiful.
Thank you.
All that good stuff. And so, on top of you having this platform where everybody's seeing you, and you're showing your pictures while you're traveling, and you're looking good, and all that other stuff.
Thank you.
what did you tell old boy from MTR, right? You was like, when he asked you about your social media,
Mm-hmm.
you were like, maybe I'll tweak a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
There was a point behind him asking that, right? Somebody like me, I don't care, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't give a shit. Like, okay, I don't care what you do as long as dudes don't start getting disrespectful. The problem I see is if you're out in the world and somebody recognizes you, and a dude might get disrespectful, right?
Well, that never happened. I've been out with some people and they're actually really nice to me.
Yes, for you, because you come off as a very genuine woman, and you're probably a little bit more giving with conversation, whereas someone will blow dudes off, and that can become a problem. So, in terms of her, like, she's not even, how do I say this? She's not you in terms of aesthetics.
Okay.
She's not attractive. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. She's not attractive, and she's very. It's just too much, right? Dudes are not gonna go for that. If she's not attractive, and she's got this air about her where I make a lot of money, and this has to happen, and that has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Some dudes are gonna go for that because they're like, okay, well, maybe I can get something out of it. You know? When I was in my 20s, I had a chick. I was 24 years old. She was like 35, and she had a lot of money, and I didn't care because I spent money, right? But she had 2 kids as well, like teenagers. So they were like, her youngest son was like 3 years younger than me, or something. And so those are the type of things that would turn me off. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the money that intimidates them. It's like
how she acts because she feels the power of the money.
Entitlement, right? Yeah. Because women who don't make a lot of money that look really good, that are really attractive, they can be arrogant and all that stuff as well, and that can turn men off from wanting to wife them up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll bang them all day, but wife them up, like we're not trying to deal with that. I'm trying to come home and be straight.
Mm-hmm. I heard somebody talking about you should only date in your wage range. What do you think about that?
Wait, a man and a woman, or 2 women?
A man and a woman.
No, 2 women can do that. 2 women can date in the same wage range. You can date whoever you want. You can be a millionaire, date another millionaire, but at the end of the day, how your personality is going to meet up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she's humble, compassionate, and feminine, and all those other things, then that's cool. For some reason, women want to be masculine these days. They want to be masculine. They actually pride themselves in that. Well, I'm masculine. I'm alpha female. Off top, that's not. It doesn't matter how much money you make, as long as you are compatible. And typically, when women make a lot of money and you're in the same wage range, there tends to be like this thing where, oh well, we're equals on every level. We're not equals on every level.
Yeah,
we're equals in making money. Yeah, you make 150, I make 150, but who's gonna get up on that roof and clean that gutter out?
Yeah.
Who's gonna do stuff like that? If we get attacked and I'm at the house, are you going to go check and see if, you know what I mean? There are certain things that we have to put ourselves in front of that make us not equals, simply because we're men, and it's really our duty, right? It's our duty to be that protector, and it's inherent within us to want to do that. If we don't do it, then y'all looking at us like, what's up with this nigga? It doesn't, like, even if we're making equal money, if I don't go take that trash out, you're gonna look at me like what kind of man are you? Right? If I don't do the manly things, if I don't fix the things around the house, you're gonna look at me like if I don't know how to change a tire, how many dudes know how to change the tire?
I know some, but nowadays everybody calls
right?
They call, yeah.
Call a tow truck, right?
Yeah. whatever. Yeah.
How would you feel if a man couldn't change a tire if you couldn't call AAA? Like say you were in a dead zone. You guys are taking a road trip and the tire went flat. And
I don't know if I would look at him crazy because I feel like nowadays people are not taught to know how to change a tire.
And that's one of the bigger problems.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were out there, you saying it right now while you're in your apartment, nice and comfy in your house. But if
once I'm outside but I know how to change a tire, so that's why.
Okay, let's put that scenario. Y'all are stranded on the side of the road, and you look at him like
I'm the one doing it, and he's like looking at me. Yeah, that looks a little crazy.
That's looking a little crazy. And you out there changing the tire, and he's like trying to figure out what, how to use the goddamn tire iron, and you just making it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to look at him crazy, Melly, deep down inside. Right back there. And when he trying to get it in, you're going to be like, it's not going to get as wet as usual. You might be a little,
I don't know. I've never been in that situation. And also I probably wouldn't change a tire because I do have AAA and all of that, So
you can't call AAA. You can't call AAA. Phone service is dead.
Well, my car don't have a tire in the car. So I can't even save anybody at this point.
Okay, you're in his truck.
You got a tire and I'm the one changing it. Yeah, that looks a little crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it is what it is, though. Like, it's a teamwork. So I wouldn't look at him like, yo, you can do this because I know he provides other stuff for me. Nobody taught him. To me, I'm not going to look at him like he's less of a man because he wasn't able to do so. It's just nobody showed him how to do it, and then he never thought about going to learn that.
Melly, you're a unicorn.
But I'm sure he provides other stuff for me that I don't look at him and I'm like, oh, he's a pussy because he couldn't change a tire. Like, it goes way further than that, I hope.
You're a rare type of woman. You were on some show and they were asking you about if your dude was banging other chicks. And you were like, well, who am I? Most women aren't thinking like that.
That's just not my business. As long as you don't bring me any shit, that's not my business. So.
See, most women don't think like that.
But I'm not saying my way of thinking is the way.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is most women would be like, oh, you can't change the tire? You can't do this, you can't do that? If they're in that predicament. Right now, no one's thinking about it because they can just play. But if we were put in a position where technology would not help, if there was an EMP or something like that went off and shit hit the fan, men are you're going to look to men to step up.
Yeah.
At that, you're not going to be concerned about, how much money he makes, how much money you make. You're going to be like, I need to find the nearest man that I know can protect me in case some shit go down. So, I mean, that's really, at the end of the day, what it's all about. If you find somebody that you know is a good man and is handling his business and is a protector and a provider and a penetrator, the 3 Ps, they got the 3 Ps cracking. If they got the 3 Ps cracking and they about their business and they treat you right, and they're out there in a harsh world and they present a harsh exterior, but at home they're the most gentle with you. They're the most soft and sensitive with you, and they can put their head on your shoulder while you rub their head and make their worries go away, at least for that night.
Yeah.
The next day they got to go back out there and be a shark again. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That's what women really want at the end of the day. When they get in their 30s, they're like, oh, I wish I'd have had my kids earlier and all this other stuff. And it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of her, I don't know.
You're good.
It's not even for the man that she wants. She can find a dude that'll get with her.
Mm-hmm.
The man she talking 6'3". What's the average height of a man in America? 5'9" or something like that? 5'10"?
5'7".
5'7". That's even less than I thought it was. In the world of Google, I don't understand how women don't know how to look like, okay, this is what I want. Go research the type of man you want, right? And control your expectations. Go out. Or I want a 6'3" man. He needs to make $250,000. You know, he needs to be good looking. He needs to be straight. He can't be homosexual and down low and all this other stuff. And you know, these dudes be having some weird proclivities these days. So I don't understand how women don't understand this yet. Like, you got Google, you do everything on Google.
The thing is just they want what they want, and you gotta allow people to want what they want.
That's not a problem. I love when people want what they want.
So that's it.
I want to live in Tahiti.
Hey, do it.
Okay. See, I have to do certain things. Like, I made certain sacrifices to get to Tahiti. I want Tahiti, and Tahiti got to come to me. Can Tahiti come to me, or do I have to make things happen to go to Tahiti?
You make it happen.
I make it happen. She wants a ready-made nigga. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
We'll see. Hey, we might get an update on her, and she found the man of her dreams.
You know what's funny to me? Before I go, I heard her talk about it, and several other women that have been on the Pineapple Show, right? They come on your show, and they're looking for that type of dude, right? And you ask them, well, you know how rare that is. You know, you give them the real shit. You give them the real statistics, and they're like, well, I know men like that. I can get them tomorrow. Then why are they on your show? Why ain't they going to get that dude? If they're on your show and they're telling you, well, they're out there, I know 800 of them, and I can go get one tomorrow. That's how you know they're full of shit.
Hey.
So
that's where we are.
They want.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Tyrant. And we'll talk soon.
Right. Peace out.
Bye. All right. That was Tyrant Point of View. Let's see. We got two more, and then we're gonna go. I didn't think we would be here so long. JP, you're here?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Good. How are you? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You don't want to show your face?
I'm kind of just all over the place right now.
Okay, no problem. Did you see the video?
I did. And
so what you think?
Well, the main thing that really drew me off it wasn't really her expectations. It was more so her response when the host asked her about asked her about the other guys that are around her, and her response was, they seem intimidated by me. Not she didn't really, it almost like, what am I trying to say? She deflected it.
Yeah, she put the blame on the guys.
Yeah. And so all that's nice for her to have those expectations, but she didn't mention once what she brings to the table.
I mean, I know, it's a small clip, so I don't even want to say she didn't say more, because I know it's another clip on, I think, on her YouTube. So she might have explained what else she's bringing.
I hope so, because it just comes off as, like the other guy said, she seems so unapproachable. Like she said, bring that work mentality home.
Yeah.
Just like if you were dating a football player who makes millions of dollars, you don't want him to have that same mentality at home, that same fighting mentality that he has to have when he is at work. And so I was thrown off by that, because honestly, her expectations, she can have expectations. I don't mean she'll actually meet them. And honestly, it almost kind of comes off as those expectations are so high in a way, as a way to deflect certain things, almost like insecurity. Because really, like, it's okay for her to make all that money, but she doesn't even have to broadcast it.
I mean, I don't know. I think that's part of the questioning, though, of the host, like how much money he needs to make, how tall, and stuff like that. I think that's part of it. So that's probably why she said how much she was making.
Yeah.
But it's also something that she's looking for. She's looking for a man who makes more money than her. So I guess that's also why she needed to mention it.
Understood.
In her mind, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Well, yeah, that's all I really wanted to say though. It just comes off as she deflects, and so it just seems like she's very unapproachable.
Yeah. Well, again, I don't want to judge her right away because it's like we don't know everything that was said, but from that clip, yes, she kind of does for sure.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming. Bye. All right, let's see. I got one more, and we out, guys. Hello.
Hey, Melly, what's going on?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm good. I appreciate everything you've been doing. I've been watching from a distance, so
Thank you.
it's dope as shit to see. I think one of the things is I don't think people understand what value is on both sides. You see what I'm saying? So for her, right, and generally women like that, they don't understand what use is your so-called money, if she had it, we'll just give her the benefit of the doubt, is that to the man. So is money supposed to give you power and dominion over this man is really the question that a lot of people won't ask, but they need to ask. Because if I have this thing of control, that means you have to listen, which means I lead, which means you're going to give me your loyalty. But in all actuality, that'll cause a lot more resentment because you're using this as a tool to bash me with. You see? One of the things that a lot of ladies do, they'll do something like this. I cook and I clean, right? Is that fair to say? But then if we look up the price of all of that stuff, it doesn't equate to how much they think that they're doing it. Like ladies forget, when you say you cook and you clean, you typically clean up a lot over yourself because y'all more messy in the bathroom. Y'all got all the makeup and all that stuff. When you cook, you don't just cook for me, you cook for yourself as well. I got to eat what you make. Sometimes it might be a little bit special, but if we break down everything, right, the cost of somebody coming in Monday, Wednesday, Friday ain't gonna cost you no more than $100 a week. So that's $400. You can order a service that'll give you 3 meals a day that are actually more healthy for you. That's only gonna run you maybe about $500. So we do the math on that. How much are we coming up with? Then
Well,
if you look at
you know, you're saying that, but I had this question before on another show, and I was saying I don't want to cook because I am busy and it's a lot of work to put in. I feel like, you know, going to the grocery store, coming up with like an idea to cook for you because I don't want you to eat the same thing all the time, then cooking, then washing the dishes and all of that. I was like, that's too much time for me. So I was saying I would make sure there's food. I'm going to make sure you eat. But the guys were saying that, no, I want you to cook. It's more special, you know, when you're the one doing all of that. So, but you just say, not saying that you say it's not special if she doesn't cook or if she cooks or whatever, but
you're doing a comparable.
Yes, but you were like, well, I can go and get a meal prep and I get all my meals for less.
Right. So with that right there, what they're basically saying is, are you losing your intimacy by not doing that? See, a man let it be close to his woman. So when you're doing it, it's essentially saying, are you not going to do it at all? Opposed to, all right, you know, every once in a while and stuff like that. The type of guys you deal with, you ain't about to deal with people who can't afford to go out every single day. But that type of stuff, when your expenditures are on food, you go broke fast that way. A lot of people make a decent amount of money, but they go broke on food. And that's for the cats who make like 120,000. They'll be slaves to that BS. So I think really what they're trying to say without saying it, because they might think, oh, she cute, I don't want to hurt her feelings and shit. They'll try to soften this shit up. Nah, basically is if you cook it, it's a level of intimacy. If you're not cooking, it's like, fuck it, somebody else will do it. Because when they dealing with women, the men who really want to, they looking at longevity. Like, hey, man, listen, what's going to happen when Uber Eats or the restaurants are closed down? What'll happen, God forbid, we get none of them, I can't say the word, but you get one of those pandemics that'll float around. Can you sit here and make sure we good while I go try to figure out how it is that we can still survive. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I get what you mean, but they're talking about survival instincts. Hey, if it all go bad and we got to whip out the pots, the pans, and the generator, is it good that you can do this? I'll go catch the fish, but can you cook it type of thing? That's really what they're saying. Because if you get away from that, you're not going to be as lovely as you may seem. That's how you come off. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm going to take you at your word on how you come off. But that's pretty much how it is. But to the lady, to be fair to her, I think it's delusion as hell. But they get to speaking delusions. Like I looked at her and I'm like, I'm 6'3". I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna walk right past you. I'm gonna treat it like a damn sports league, like a football drill, real quick, and I'm gonna dip up out of there. On top of that, it's double standards. It's always gonna be double standards. What money means to a man is his ability to provide. The saying is what? My money is our money, and your money is your money. I can guarantee you, even if she got in a relationship with a person that she thought was good enough, she would still put money off to the side that wouldn't be dedicated to the relationship. So she doesn't come off as a person who's all in. Even if so, she's not gonna be that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
So wait, so let me ask you a personal question. Are you single?
Yes.
And how is it the dating for you? Like, do you meet a lot of women who are on her level as far as like that she needs the high and she needs the money? I'm not saying she's her age, because I don't know. They said her age, but I'm not sure what they said. So what are you encountering when it comes to who you're dating right now?
I'm kind of spoiled in a way because I come pre-selected. Like I run a big YouTube channel. We got about 132,000 subs. And then on Instagram, I got like 23,000 followers. So unfortunately, I'm social proof because I don't need to give you my number. I just give you my Instagram. And you're like, oh shit, all right, cool. But you do meet certain women who feel like they entitled to a bit of your success without ever helping you stretch or get in the gym type of thing. So when it was like that, it's kind of weird because it was a lot of intimidation from them for me. Like I'm walking around slouched. You see what I'm saying? So those type of women, yeah, I would avoid because I have dealt with them, and the first thing they talk about is their jobs and their money, and then what they perceive as success. And this has been from gatherings with friends and stuff. And they'll sit there and shit. They'll be dressed, and it's like, bro, this is a get together, not a corporate gathering. You kind of overdressed. You see what I'm saying? Do you have a regular attire that we can basically go to, not necessarily a basketball game or a football game, but something like a baseball game real quick, something we can do in the summer? Do you have a summer attire that doesn't require you to look like you serious as hell?
Gotcha.
So honestly, that would.
So you're meeting wonderful women.
Nah, hell nah. This shit been man, nah.
I thought you said that you're like social proof, and like I thought you meant it comes easy and you get the right type of women, the one that you want. Easy.
Nah, you get the women who think that their looks is it. But I've been with attractive women. I'm picky like that. I'll keep it honest. Like I'm superficial to a certain degree, but that smile got to match inside here. It's a lot of complaints. It's a lot of self-inflicted damage that they don't turn around and go, yeah, I did this and here's my solution. It's, oh, I'm this messed up and this messed up. But if I got this, I might not be as messed up. It's not even, if I got this, I think I'll be a greater person and stuff. Because I asked the person, once you get this, what does it allow you to do? And when I ask that question, they just sit back like, after you're done loving yourself, like what do you need to see to say that you actually love yourself for you to love somebody else now? And they, all right, cool. Now, once you get into a certain lifestyle with an individual, you can see all these things are attainable. What are you now willing to sacrifice? I don't want to. Well, You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of discipline, and it's a lot of stuff that they had to hold themselves accountable to that they just won't do it, because the problem with a lot of them, they come with excuses that they actually believe are reasonable. And it's like, no, it's really not. Well, I have this going on in my family. Hey, we all got problems. We all got traumas.
Mm-hmm.
But the strongest of us can internalize it and then go out and take care of it. And then they're scary. A lot of them are very fucking scary. The old saying goes like this: if you can't risk, you can't grow. If you can't grow, you can't be at your best. And if you can't be at your best, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what the fuck is there? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The reason why you off where you off doing what you do, because you're a little bit fearless in how you're doing it, even though you calculate it. I've seen a lot of shit you do. I'm like, you know what the hell she's doing. You know when to smile. Come on, you know. You know when to turn to something. I see, I've dealt with you before, so I get it. I appreciate it, because listen, you done had enough failures to know this is how you win.
Mm-hmm.
And so, in a sense, where they should be picking up game, they really just doing a bunch of complaining. If you get on a man's program and once he gets intimate with you, it's easier to convince him. Way easier. But see, I mean, you got the keys. You know what you're doing.
I got the keys.
You got the keys.
Well, I'm glad. It's hard. Not glad. I shouldn't say that, but I was like, I'm
Damn,
glad.
yeah, thank you for that. It's hard for me. It's hard out here for yeah.
Hey, it's hard for everybody. Like, people out here are on another level. It sucks, but hey.
I'm gonna hit you up on the IG. I wanted to link in with you and do some shit real quick.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I see the chat talking about what is he doing on here. So, and you just talked to me about your YouTube. I'll check it out, because I didn't know about you. So I'm gonna go to check you out.
I'm gonna inbox you right now and everything. Oh yeah, I told you I appreciate you. I'm big on that. I'm big on thanking people for the contribution, because I know it's hard. I know you get a bunch of bullshit, like all the praise you get and all that. Trust me, I know, and you way bigger than the stuff I got, so I know it's probably like 10 to 20 times. But you know, beneath the smile is the teeth, and the teeth make a person a warrior. So you know.
I like that. All right.
But yeah, just it's Seti Nash, one word, and then we'll holler. I got another channel I'm working on, and I think it'll be dope as hell, personally.
Okay, shit. Well, I'll check my I'll check your YouTube, and I'll go to my DMs once I'm done, so I can see what you sent me.
Appreciate you.
All right, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, Yam, we're gonna go. We're gonna leave. You're too late. I was supposed to be here for an hour. It's been an hour and 32 minutes. Somebody come tonight to the Pineapple Show. Roland again with the $20. What you saying? When you finesse up, they come to you, bro. You'll need to quit complaining about ladies. Just do you. Watch Melly's video 10,000 times. Yes, you tell them, Roland. Thank you. Well, guys, that's it. We're gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed our little videos. So now, from now on, guys, you can send me some videos that are like kind of like, you know, relationship type of things that might have went viral, or well, not viral, but it's like a good point of view. I wanted to do 2 videos today, but we stayed so long. Yeah, and fuck you. But we stayed too long on this one. But I'm glad you guys came and wanted to talk. I really appreciate that, because, you know, I went live, didn't tell nobody. I was like, let's see who shows up. And it's a lot of you, so I appreciate you. And we're still going live in an hour and a half now for the Pineapple Show. So I'll see you on the other side. But I appreciate you for being here. And you guys, I don't know, I'm gonna do this more often. So now, if you want to send me some videos, please do, so I don't have to do all the research about looking for these videos. I mean, they're all over. But yes, send me some. Send me some. All right, I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon if you come to the Pineapple Show. If not, I'll probably come back another day randomly on here. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.